It's so hard for us to find that motivation and get started. Like once we're started, we're like, I got to grasp onto this and like get as much out of it as I possibly can.
Right.
But then we kind of make it miserable for ourselves, you know? Whereas if you do the small task, like a little accomplishment, and you like truly stop to celebrate it, instead of like, okay, well now I got to get this done, this done, and this done.
Now this is my whole personality.
Yeah, it's about like creating that reward pathway of like giving yourself that positive reward, so you're more likely to like start a small task again in the future.
They said that we'd grow out of it. Well, the joke's on them, that's just our brains. We're eccentric, loud, and stubborn, and most of our clothing is covered in stains. It's not a deficit of attention, there's just too much to think about. So if executive dysfunction becomes a little too much, if you forgot why you came in this room, or you're hypersensitive to touch, then put on your seamless socks and come join our little flock. Bitches stimming together, we're weirds of a feather, weirds of a feather.
Okay.
Okay.
Start here. Hey. Oh.
Whoa.
Wow.
We're starting.
I like to do big mouth movements so I know how to align the audio.
Hey.
Those are fun. We have fun here.
How do I sound?
How do I sound?
How do I sound?
How is my articulation?
Can you see my mouth?
Watch my mouth?
You're going to love editing this later.
Yeah, I always laugh at these.
The
first time we did this, like mid-episode, and then we're both going, boo, 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 and I had to keep listening to it to try to align it, and Ian was like, what is that? What are you doing? It's just technical recording stuff. You wouldn't get it. Yeah, you're not a professional. You wouldn't understand. All right, let's get into this thing and say welcome to Weirds of a Feather, an AuDHD-Adjacent podcast. I'm your host, Grace Bray.
I'm your host, Kristen Stanhope.
And this is a Bagel Bite.
Little Bagel Bite.
Ayo.
Get your mouth ready.
Get those mouths ready.
Prepare thy mouth.
Yep.
For Bagel Bite.
Anything you got hiding in there, scoop it out.
Scoop it. Yeah, make some room.
Get rid of it.
Not too much.
Dump it. Yeah, not
it's
too
a
much.
bite.
Yeah. It's not going to fill you up all the way, but it's a tasty morsel.
Make a little room.
Yes. And by that, we mean probably going to do a full hour. No,
Yeah.
let's try to keep it shorter.
No. It's a Bagel Bite.
You're right.
We've
It'll be
got
nice
this.
and short.
Short, sweet, to the point.
And Bagel Bite is a state of mind. And we even ate bagel pizza
Pizzas.
bagel.
Full-size bagel pizzas.
Yes, not even Bagel Bites, bagel pizzas
But
for lunch today.
with the state of mind of Bagel Bite.
Yes,
Yes.
we imagined it smaller.
Mm-hmm.
What we ate was quite large, but we imagined they were smaller.
Yeah.
And in that way, we've really gotten into the good headspace. And
Really
I think
encompass the attitude and the overall feeling of Bagel Bite.
right?
Mm-hmm.
See the bagel, be the bagel. That's what I've always
Bagel
said.
Bite culture.
Yes, yeah. I'm feeling the culture. I'm feeling the vibes. I'm feeling a bagel-ish aura around us.
Mm.
And I say, we're ready and let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
We're already in the episode.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's start.
Let's start. Coming up, get ready. We are about to start.
Oh,
All right,
my
you got a
goodness.
warm-up question for us? I think you do, because you wrote this a while ago.
Yeah.
What is something you are really bad
Okay.
at, despite putting in significant effort?
Okay.
That's the question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's the question. What is something, and I'll post as a poll too, because
Yeah, that's a good poll.
what is something that you are really bad at despite putting in like maximum amount of effort? Like you've tried, you've done classes, you've done YouTube tutorials, you've put in the work, despite all odds, you are still bad at it.
I'll say, here's the problem. If I'm bad at it, I'm just not going to put in that much effort. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
I was thinking about this earlier because I saw your question.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, what could I put for this? And everything I thought of, I'm like, no, I haven't actually put in that much work to like get better at that. I just like want to be better at
There's
it.
got to be something that you've put in a lot of work and it's just still bad.
You tell me, what am I bad at that I work really hard at?
your attitude.
This won't be hurtful at all. No, actually, you're right. Yeah, maybe my attitude. Although I don't put that much work into it.
That's the thing.
Because I'm like, I should work on it, but like, also I feel like I'm right. So like, I'm not gonna
put in any effort.
I really don't.
And that's one of the things I love about you.
Thanks.
It's you are who you are.
I am very much
unapologetically so.
Yeah, and I might apologize sometimes, but I'm not really sorry. It's just social pressure. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, this is the performance I have to do. Sorry. But am I? I don't know.
But you're not.
Sometimes, but
No.
usually no, because I know I'm right.
Not even close.
Yeah, and maybe I should put in more effort to work on my attitude, but also I'm not going to.
No.
Yeah, so most things, I'm like, singing, I really wish I was good at singing. Never taken a class.
Nope.
Never really
Nope.
spent any time learning technique.
Yeah, I would
just
love
do
to
it
be
a
able
lot.
to sing and like
Right?
do music stuff, but here we are.
Here we are.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything that I'm bad at, I think is mostly because I haven't put in enough effort to get good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not really good at something, kind of, end of the road. Because
Yeah. But I think there's things out there. Like, so for
All right,
me.
what are yours? Yeah.
Okay. So for me,
you work really hard at things.
I work really
You're a much
hard
harder worker than I
at
am.
most things that I do, but I'm not
Yes.
good at most things that I do.
Yes,
So
you are.
some things. One thing, I have to do this for my job.
Mm.
It's a necessity. And I have been a PA for 9 years, which is crazy. I'm really bad at draping patients for surgery.
Yes,
Not
the
that I'm-
draping of the patients.
Breaking sterile field, no. But it's like one of the worst. I don't know how I can get any better at it. I do surgery all the time, and yet here I am.
What's bad about it?
It's not. It's just not good. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
So when you're draping a patient, so one, I work with 6
I
different
guess what does that mean to begin
Okay,
with?
so draping a patient. So you're getting a patient ready for surgery. One thing is you got to wash the area with a special soap.
The orange-
Because
orange
the
soap?
orange. Sometimes we do iodine. It depends on the surgery. It depends on the surgeon. But yeah, one thing you have to do is, and usually the circulator nurse will do that. That's her job or his job is to prep them for surgery. But when it comes to sterilely prepping them and draping them, that's where I come in, because I will be sterile. I'll be in my little blue gown. And ideally, in a perfect world, at least for one particular surgeon, he would love to come in and have everything ready for him to go. He has the same setup every time. It doesn't change. It's very easy when that happens, because then you do it once or twice and you're like, I've got this setup down. He wants the drapes to go all the way up, like above the xiphoid process. He wants them to go all the way below your pubic bone, all the way to the side, all the way to the side. He wants it every single time, and every single time I fail. And I'm not high enough, I'm not low enough, I'm not to the side, I'm not to that side enough.
But you know the expectation, so why don't you just go to the side and go up higher?
It's not that easy,
Well,
is it?
I mean,
so
theoretically for me, it feels really easy. Because I'm not the one doing it.
you have to, and then so you get the drape, it's folded into like an origami square. So then you have to put it in a very particular position.
Oh, so it's like reaching all the corners?
Yes. And then you open it up like this, like whatcha. And hopefully someone will be helping you, like the scrub tech, or actually the surgeon might be in the room helping you. And you kind of open it up, and then kind of delicately, without in like kind of a fluid motions, slowly but surely kind of bring half the drape down to over the feet, and then the other half goes up to anesthesia, and then you make sure that the arms are covered. And you should be able to do this like in conjunction with the person who's helping you. But every time I do it, I feel like I'm not like unraveling the drape all the way correctly. And like I look at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've missed a fold, so I have to like
You're not like a super fluid, flowy person. You're a very kind of like rigid,
I'm
stiff
very
person.
more of a robotic dancer than like a ballerina, you know? So there's a lot of like, and everybody I feel like does this so effortlessly, and they're like, here you go, and here towards the feet, and let's cover the arm. And I'm just like, I feel like frantic. I've been doing this forever. I shouldn't be frantic trying to do this.
Yeah.
It should just be like, here you go, and here you go. And then the surgeon will come in and he'll be like, this needs to be higher and this needs to be lower.
Then do it
And
yourself.
one day I looked at it, and the surgeon he was he was responding to an emergency. So he's like, go ahead, drape, and I'll be in when I'm in. And I'm looking at it, and I look at the CRNA, who's the nurse anesthetist, and she's like at the top of the bed. And I'm looking at the scrub tech, and I'm looking at, we're all completely draped. And I just go, this isn't good. And the scrub tech's like, it's okay. I go, it's not good. And the CRNA is like, it's not good. And I'm like, take it down. And we had to take everything down. They were so mad at me.
God.
But we redid it. And they're like, that's much better. I'm like, it's still not enough. And it wasn't, but we tried.
I feel like that should be someone. I feel like you have so many skills. That should be someone else's job. It's just not one of your natural talents.
Not one of my natural talents. I'm not going to be good at it. I'm never going to be good at it. If I can't figure it out in 9 years, I'm not going to be good.
Some things you just can't work at anymore. It's like, this is the limit of my capacity. Yeah. And that's
peaked.
okay.
Same with like my sewing. I'm pretty fast. I'm not super fast, but I've got one speed. And that's it. I'm not going to go slower. I'm not going to go faster. This is it. And sometimes surgeons are like, let's go. And I'm like, I've got one speed, man.
Yep. It is what it is.
You want it done?
Yep.
Or do you want to go back and redo it? Are you going to be mad if I rush through it and it's bad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's one of my things too, is things that like they take me as long as they take me. They are slow, but that's what it takes me. I'm not physically capable of going faster. With things like that, with things like sewing, with things where Ian like can't believe how long it takes me. I'm like, I am trying my abs, like, okay, filling out fucking paperwork at the doctor's office. I feel like I'm going as fast as physically possible. And even then, it's not fast enough. Other people are flying past me. I'm like, what am I doing that is taking so long?
So bad at filling out paperwork. And there's so much paperwork in medicine. You have to fill out so many things, like people's like, work notes and stuff like this. So bad that luckily I work in a lovely office with lovely nurses and MAs, and they know that I am bad, but they know that I'll sign anything if they hand it to me. And so they're like, we have 10 different FMLA forms, which is like, time off from work because you've had surgery. And there's a lot of like very specific documentation, and they hand it to me. And some of the PAs kind of gripe about it, but I just go, do I have to read anything? And they're like, no.
Great.
And I'm like, fantastic, because that's another thing that I'm really bad at is reading.
Yeah.
And
but
so
you do have a disability there, so
and I tried really hard at reading.
You work very hard
at reading.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say reading is one of those things I'm really bad at, despite trying really hard. Draping patients and filling out paperwork.
Yes.
Those are like the top 3 things that I'm not going to do well.
Yes. I feel like I'm moving like in slow motion sometimes. I'm like, this is taking me like 4 times faster than other people.
That's how I feel
what
draping. I'm like, I feel like I'm very rigid and nothing's correct.
Yes.
Yet here I am really trying, and I like...
Yes, I'm overthinking it so hard. Yeah, and even then it's wrong. I'm like, I know this is wrong. I don't know how to fix it. Like, there's nothing I can do to fix it.
No, it's just, it's going to be what it is. Yep. And it's going to be incorrect.
Yes, I understand. Okay, I did think of one more thing. Okay. And then we can get going.
Yeah.
Modified barium swallows. In grad school.
Is anyone good at those?
Yes, people are good at them.
Oh my God, I hate looking at those.
In grad school, to be a speech pathologist, you have to take a swallowing course. Ha 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 ha. Let's all get our laughs out. I took swallowing in grad school.
Yeah.
But you have to watch what's called a modified.
That is really funny.
It is pretty funny. There were a lot of jokes about that.
Oh, man.
But you have to watch.
I'm trying to hold back.
Modified barium swallows to see if the patient is like aspirating on things, just like if their hyoid is moving properly, if everything's working as it should with their swallowing mechanism. And so you watch them, like you give them this like thickened liquid and you watch them do the swallow.
Under like, x-rays, right?
Yes, yeah. So then in grad school, we would just like watch a bunch of videos of these x-rays of barium swallows, and you'd have to judge, there's like 4 different levels of what's happening in there. I'm like, I feel like my eyes like aren't working. Like I can't, and other people be like, oh, that's obviously like a level 2. I'm like, how are you seeing this? Like I'm looking at the same thing you're looking at. I'm paying attention. I know attention is an issue for me, but I promise I'm locked in. I think I'm just bad at like deciphering like little visual details.
Mhm.
Audio, very good at.
Mm-hmm.
Visual, I'm like, I
Mhm.
feel like my eyes just aren't functioning because how are you
Yeah.
seeing? I'm not processing
I've
it.
seen a couple of those because after we
my
extubate
God.
patients, we get, we need to see if they're able to swallow
Mm.
and stuff. So sometimes the speech paths will do that. And sometimes I play, because you can bring it up on our little computers on where we look at x-rays and stuff. And I'm like, they swallow. I mean,
That looks good to
it
me. And
looks-
they're like, no, the patient aspirated.
yeah, they're like actively vomiting. And you're
Yes.
like,
Well,
okay.
I guess this isn't
So,
my area.
Can I advance them to a regular diet? And they're like, no.
No, you're gonna kill them.
Can I let them eat? No.
No.
Damn.
Yep. Yeah. It is so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's hard for everyone. I just feel like I'm like significantly worse than like most people at it. And that's not just me getting down on myself. I was significantly worse than like most people in my grad
There
program.
are just things you're not going to be
Yes,
good at.
and
You
that's
can't be good at
okay.
everything. And
Yes.
it's okay.
And I don't want to work with swallowing patients anyways, frankly. So like,
No, why?
it's fine.
I don't know who would.
It's disgusting. No
Ugh.
offense.
No, I'll.
But I can't. I
Ugh.
can't. So yeah, I guess that is one thing. And I did try to work very hard at it. Couldn't do it. And it was so frustrating.
Yeah.
So I'm usually pretty good at like most things I
Mhm.
try.
Mhm.
Couldn't do it. Yep.
No,
That was a good question.
Yeah. I was
tell
thinking
us
about
your
it.
things.
Tell
that
us your
you
things. What are
work
you really
hard
bad at? I feel like we celebrate a lot of things that we're good at here. Let's
Mm.
celebrate the things we're bad at.
Yeah, let's take it down a notch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's remember.
Yeah, let's remember.
Yes.
Yeah, let's not get that confidence too high.
Yeah.
You know,
Keep
we
you
can't
at, like,
have
a
it up
nice
there.
steady medium.
I just think that it's good to talk about things that you're just kind of obscenely bad at.
Yeah.
and
Things that like don't super matter. Or
that
maybe
you're trying really hard and
Yes.
it's still bad.
I guess I would say also like most ADHD management stuff. Anything to do with
Yeah.
time management, organization.
Yeah.
I work so hard at creating structure for myself. Cannot follow through on it. No
Mhm.
matter how many I've made millions of plans for myself at this time. Like I always have the highest hopes for myself.
Yep.
Does not happen.
Nope.
But I'm gonna keep trying, Maybe one day I'll get it. One day it'll click.
It'll
Or it
be-
won't. And then I'll die. And then I'll be dead. So
Yeah.
you don't need to be organized when
Be
you're
all right.
in hell. All right. That was a good moral question. Yeah, I'm excited to hear other people's kind of
I'm excited.
obscure things. Or do you just like, if you're bad at something, do you just give up?
Well, I feel like a lot of people do,
Hmm.
but there's got to be things out there that you've put in a solid effort
Hmm.
that you're still bad at. And it's now, maybe now that you've like taken some time to think about it, now it's funny.
Yeah.
Maybe you're still bitter about it.
Yeah.
I am.
I can laugh at mine now because I don't have to do modified barium swallows, so that's nice. But at
I
the time, it
laugh-
was incredibly
Yeah,
frustrating.
after I'm done draping and after the surgery's done, I kind of laugh. I'm like, haha, what do you drape this?
Yeah.
The OR doesn't appreciate my jokes.
I'm sure they don't think it's funny.
Like when I make an incision a little bit too big and now there's like oozing, I'm like, what loser made that cut? And they're like, you. And I'm like, oh, come on.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
Let's have a laugh.
Let's laugh at it.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's surgery. And you're like,
That's showbiz, baby.
yeah.
Not always going to get the laugh. All right, let's get into some little plishes. And then I just have a few different like neurodivergent thoughts and tidbits that I've been like gathering that we can talk about this Bagel Bite. All right, let's do our little plishes.
I'm looking at my plish. Oh my gosh.
Do you stand by it? You just use it
I
today.
just used it. Okay.
Let's
Okay,
do our
wait,
song.
let's do the song. Yeah.
Little plishes. All right, Kristen, what's your little plish?
Not only did I buy a planner, I'm using it.
Yeah, you are, sister.
Used it today.
Yeah, you did.
I'm using it at work.
All
I'm
right.
bringing it to work so
All
I can
right.
write down dates, and then I'm bringing it home and writing it on our communal calendar. So Christopher
Damn.
can,
Whoa.
mostly to do with my call schedule and our recording schedule.
Yeah.
But I also wrote down a social engagement on there.
Okay.
At the time that I booked it, which is not the correct term for, but
yeah.
planned it,
Scheduled
we
it.
scheduled it.
Yep.
I've got stuff
Okay.
to do,
Yeah.
and I'm writing it
And
down
you're writing it down
so
you
I can
might
remember
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I might do those things.
What changed? What happened? What do you think it is?
I was very frustrated because I feel like we've had kind of how do I word this delicately? It's been a little chaotic with the scheduling at work for reasons no one could predict, but like reasons that are out of my control. Things are a little chaotic with the scheduling. So there's our like theoretical schedule and then our actual schedule, and they're different. Theoretically, it should be, you know, here's week 1, week 2, week 3. This is what you're going to be doing those weeks. And then the next month starts, and then here we go again. But due to reasons that are way out of anyone's control, kind of, that's never happened and hasn't happened in a very long time. So to keep track of everything, because everything's changing, people are taking vacations and stuff like that, I needed a planner because I just was getting so frustrated. I'm like, when am I on call? I need to know when I'm not going to be home, you know? And turns out all the time. But but it's so I just kind of got really frustrated, and then I was like, I need to coordinate with recording to make sure I know which dates we're recording, so I can if I pick up like a night shift, I need to make sure I plan that and go from there. And so I was like, fuck it. And then I got a planner, and I went to like 3 different stores because I couldn't find one that I wanted. I wanted a big one that had months in it and not just weeks, because I hate the ones that are just the weeks.
Me too. I need to see all of it laid out, like big picture.
Yeah. And I wanted a spiral binder so I could like flip it flat and not like a book.
Yep.
You know?
You gotta like, it's got like a lump.
Yeah. I don't want a lump. I want flat.
Yeah.
And I was being really picky, so I found one, but it was covered in like leopard print on the front, and I'm like, I don't want leopard print.
It needs to be aesthetic.
So you know what I did? I had some old like craft paper that had like florals on it, and I got Mod Podge.
Okay.
And I Mod Podged the front, so it didn't make me mad.
All right. So you like made your own planner.
I made my own planner.
Look at you.
Look at me, crafty bitch.
Do you feel more invested in it because you made it? Like
because I didn't think the Mod Podge was going to work, because it started to peel up at first. And I was like, fuck this. Because it was like a shiny, the cover was shiny.
Oh, so it was having trouble sticking.
And it wasn't sticking correctly. But then I put a big book on it, and that helped.
Okay.
So
big old book.
Now I'm invested.
Great.
I've got a planner. I've used it. I used it today.
Yes, you did.
And am I loving it? No.
But you're doing it.
But I'm doing it. It's kind of like I'm like making it part of the routine.
There you go.
And now when I get kind of overwhelmed, because I'm like, I don't know when my schedule is. I don't know what. Like one of my coworkers, she like has like a mental, she's like, I know exactly what weeks, she'll like count out the weeks, and she knows. My brain doesn't work that way. I have to see it to believe it, you know?
Yep.
And so I get really frustrated. I'm like, when the hell am I working? You know, how can I plan anything if I don't know when I'm working? And so now I have a planner, and I get less frustrated.
I'm proud of you.
Because I can look at a thing
and feel, calm, sense of control. Good for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's a big accomplishment. I brought a planner. I used it for a week, and you know the story. You know how the story goes.
Yep. Yeah. No, it's been like a couple months.
Yeah. All right. You're giving me and maybe the listeners some hope that like it can be done. So keep buying those planners year after year after year after year. Yep. 1 year, maybe it'll
happen. Now that I've said it, I'll probably never use it again. And I don't use it every day, but I use it. I find that like I almost hit like planner rock bottom, where I'm like so stressed about what am I doing on a day-to-day basis, that I open up my planner and I go, oh, here we go.
All right.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
And then I either add to it or I just close it. So I use it intermittently, but it's still there.
Like a peekaboo planner
almost like a peekaboo planner, but not quite as spontaneous.
You're the one peekabooing.
Peekabooing.
You are peekabooing. It's not peekabooing you, you're peekabooing it.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
You show up at random mysterious times. Sometimes like, you're there and then other times no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
All right. Take back the power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love it.
So
good job.
That's exactly what it is.
Very proud
I've been
of you.
using it. I'm proud of myself because I feel like a little bit more organized, and I do get very like overwhelmed and frustrated when I can't like plan out things. Like even when people are like, let's go out to eat 2 weeks from now, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm on call. I don't know. I have to check. And it also gives me like a little buffer, like at work, if they're like, can you pick up? And I'm like, oh, I got to go check my planner. Gotta check my planner. So, so then I get like a time to like emotionally process the fact that I have to yet again pick up another night shift. And then I do. So
you can say no.
I can't say no. And I have before.
Good
But
job.
yeah.
All right.
What's your little playish?
I opened the mail for the first time
Whoa.
in at least 8 months. I'm not joking.
Damn.
Maybe longer.
Wow.
Maybe a year.
You
know what? There have been no dire consequences.
Okay.
So I guess
I feel like
it's going
we get
okay.
too much mail, too many emails, and too much.
So much mail, and then when I finally do make myself open the mail, it's fucking nothing.
It's
so
all
I'm like,
garbage.
why am I
8
opening
months
this?
of mail, and it's nothing.
And it's nothing.
All
And
my
maybe-
bills are on auto pay.
Yes,
There's no
why
need.
am I getting like a monthly statement from all these places? I chose paperless. Why are you sending me paper? Sometimes I'll get a piece of mail telling me about my paperless thing. I'm like, what
this
is
is
the point of
paperless.
this?
Yeah.
I know it's paperless.
This paper's telling me I'm paperless.
This could have been a fucking email that I
And
also wouldn't
won't
open.
read
But
because it's garbage.
at least the paper wouldn't be wasted. Like, what are we doing as a society?
Mail in general.
The mail never stops.
Mail, email, regular mail.
It's too much communication.
Too much communication. At work, we get so many emails a
God.
day, and I set a precedent of like, I'm not checking emails.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
It's
it.
nice to establish that.
I've never done it, and I won't.
I'm taking a stand.
The only email I check is when like the schedule comes out, and I even will get a text from my coworker being like, "It's out," because she knows I'm not checking it.
Yeah.
I've established that connection. They know she's not checking emails.
It's good to establish that.
And I have to sometimes retell the surgeons, "Hey." They're like, I sent you an email. I'm like, great, I don't really read emails. And they're kind of like, well, you can't just like not read emails.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can, and I have, and I've never read the emails. So why don't you just tell me what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, let's bring back the verbal face-to-face communication.
All these emails, there's so many like pharmacy communication.
Yes, and it's nothing.
EMR downtime, that's important. But like,
it's enough. It's too
enough.
much.
It's too much.
And especially with fucking mail, it's almost never anything. And if
Never
it is
anything.
something, it's something bad. Once in a while, it's something good. Like I think a while ago,
I've
I got
started
like a
burning
random
mail.
check. Yeah, I feel like I need to I have like drawers of it from years and years ago that Ian and I are both terrible at opening mail.
Yeah, same.
You
with
need like
Christopher.
one person that's good at it.
Yeah.
We don't have that person. We're
There's
looking for a third who's really good at opening mail.
There's certain
specifically
mail that I look for that I open.
Yeah, I'll
like
keep an eye
bills.
out for like if anything, shiny catches my eye.
Yeah.
I'm like, that could be something
The
fun.
water bill that comes in that
Nah.
I can't get that paperless for some reason,
Yeah.
but it comes in and then I pay it, and then that's like really the only one I watch out for. But everything else, yeah, I've started burning some mail. It's
Good
we
for
have a big
you.
fire pit, and
Yeah.
it's kind of nice.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, you should just have
no
a big,
consequences so far, so I'm gonna probably just keep ignoring that
Keep
mail.
doing
Maybe do a once a year check-in.
and
let
then
it pile
just have
up
a big bonfire
You're
of mail.
right. Yeah.
It's
And
good to burn things.
It is good to burn
It's
things.
good for the soul.
Cathartic. I have
Yeah.
a whole drawer of old mail
That
that I feel like
stresses me out.
I can just get rid of it.
We have a pile, and then what I
Oh, we've got
also
lots
forgot
of
is sometimes
piles.
when Christopher cleans, he cleans and tidies really well, but he also is a little bit of a equivalent to a squirrel burying and storing nuts. He kind of just places things there. So I found another mail pile the other day in a closet, and I just shut the door.
Yep.
I'm like,
Didn't see that.
that's over 2 years old, and I am
You don't
not
need
gonna-
it.
Not looking at it.
Nope, just
Not
burn
doing
it. You're right. You inspired me. I'm gonna burn my mail.
Burn your mail.
Yeah,
People
burn
should
your mail.
Burn your mail. There
Fuck
should be more
it.
mail burnings. We
Yeah.
need to like tell companies, stop sending me mail.
Yeah, or I will burn it.
Yes.
Yeah.
BJ's, I don't need your flyer. I'm never gonna use it, and it's not gonna make me come to your store more often.
Right.
I'm just gonna
I'm
come
gonna go when I need to go.
Yes.
That's how I feel about
Yes.
like grocery store
Yes.
things. I'm like, I'm going to shop for food when I need food.
Mhm.
I'm not going to be like, oh, they're having a sale on raspberries. I better run out to the store.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Like-
buy raspberries when I want to buy raspberries.
Yeah, when I need something and I don't have any other choice,
Or
like, I'm going to
gonna-
go to the store.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna see, hey, raspberries happen to be on sale. I'm gonna buy
buying
ra-
them.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna go out of my way to get raspberries on sale.
Right? Like, I'm just going to go and hope that the things I need are on sale, but I'm not going
Yes.
to like plan around it. I can barely get to
Yes.
the store as it is.
Yes.
I also went to the grocery store this morning. I was very proud of that as well.
Whoa! Look at you.
Okay.
Like physically went inside, not just ordered.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've been going up to Shaw's, this dumpy little Shaw's down the
Westgate?
street.
Yeah.
It's so easy and it's small and there's almost never anyone in
That's
there.
why when I lived in my apartment in Lewiston, there's a dumpy Hannaford in Auburn, and
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the best.
Yes, I love
There's
a dumpy
no
little
one
store.
here.
My mom's always like shitting on the produce there and saying
Yeah.
you can get better deals at Market Basket. I'm like, okay, but it's
Yeah.
so much more work to go to Market Basket. I'm just
Yes.
not going to do it.
Give me a dump
Whereas
store.
here,
yeah,
I'll run down the street and grab a few things, and then while I'm there,
And
I'll
that-
grab other things.
That's like, you go to Shaw's, that's Hannaford for us. I feel like the Hannafords are in these like weird locations and they're small. Whereas you go to the Shaw's in Auburn, it's like this big production.
Oh, really? Ours,
Yeah.
I feel like it's the opposite down here.
Yeah.
Hannaford
Oh,
is
you
like
gotta
a
go-
whole big thing.
Auburn Shaw's is huge, and they have great produce. It's a little alarming because it's so big, but the Hannafords in Lewiston, Auburn, not as great. But that's where I go
There
to
you go.
because I don't need a big grocery store. I just want a
Yes.
small little guy.
Yes. And
Yes.
am I taking a gamble on certain produce? Sure, but like
Yeah.
who isn't? You
Is
know?
strawberries gonna go bad tomorrow? Probably.
Yeah. I just buy them frozen, you know?
Yeah.
So there's workarounds.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, there
So
we go.
we've already kind of been doing some neurodivergent chatter, but
Yeah.
that's what the rest of this Bagel Bite is. So let's
Yeah.
continue chattering.
Let's chat.
All right. My first thing, I've come across, a couple TikToks that have inspired some thoughts. And then I wanted to talk about an episode of Robin's podcast that I produced
Ooh.
because she did one about procrastination that
Yeah.
really resonated with me.
Uh-oh.
And so I'm going to kind of talk about those
Let's
things.
do it.
All right. My first thing, it's from the ADHD Chatter podcast, which I think I just saw
Oh.
a clip on TikTok. Didn't
I
actually
didn't know it was
listen.
I'm gonna have to listen.
Let me know how it is because I think I just saw this clip on TikTok. I
Okay.
didn't listen to the whole podcast, but
Okay.
I got the gist.
Okay.
They were talking about our like rejection sensitivity, like in AuDHD,
Mm-hmm.
your rejection sensitivity, and how, the way it's framed is that we're having this like overreaction to it. We're having this like fear to it. We like perceive this big rejection. But they're essentially saying that like it's not irrational when you're autistic or AuDHD because
Mhm.
like we legitimately have been criticized so much throughout our lives for things that like you wouldn't expect would be things that people would have criticisms about.
Yeah. How loud your voice is. I can't change that.
Yes, and like how much have we been hearing since we were like small children?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it an overreaction or are we just like responding appropriately to our environment and like based on our pattern recognition and like things that we've been through?
Yeah.
So this guy was saying having heightened fear and a heightened radar for criticism is not irrational when you're autistic. You've been criticized since birth for things you never intended to do wrong. Autistic kids get criticized for playing with their toys wrong. Like if you're lining them up instead of, interacting with them, adults for some reason criticize you for like playing wrong.
Also,
it's play. Let me play how I want to
Yes,
play.
you're an adult.
Yeah.
Go do adult
It's so
stuff.
weird.
Let me do my kid stuff.
Yep. He said, if people are willing to criticize a child for lining up their toy trains and not playing with them correctly, then you can imagine what else they're willing to criticize them for. And of course, then we end up hypersensitive to criticism, hypersensitive to rejection, expecting it at every turn. Where's the next criticism going to come from? I don't know. It's always a surprise when it comes. I never predict it, so I may as well just fear it constantly.
Oh.
So that really like was a gut punch for me, where like I
Mm.
do think we kind of like gaslight ourselves a little bit of like, oh, we're just like always looking for criticism. We're always looking for rejection. That's so true that if you were criticized for things that like it's one thing if you're doing a task and you're like, I might be doing this wrong, or like
Mhm.
learning to play baseball. It makes sense that they shouldn't, but it makes sense that someone's going to criticize you because
Right.
you're like specifically trying to do a new task. You're learning at it. You might do it wrong. Criticism in that environment is more predictable. But if you think you're just playing by yourself, just kind of free form playing, and then an adult comes along and tells you like you're doing this thing wrong that you didn't even know, like you weren't
Get
trying.
out of here, adult.
Yeah, it's like you weren't trying to do it a certain way. You were just doing it, and then even then it's criticized. Then you're going to have this really difficult time predicting like where this criticism is going to come from, because it's stuff that you're just like, there's no way that you can predict it. Because like, how would I have even considered that I would be criticized for this thing I didn't realize I was doing wrong, you know? So it makes sense that we're like so sensitive to criticism and we're like expecting it at every turn. So I just thought that was really, you know, important reframe of rejection sensitive dysphoria of like, it's not like we're making it up. We're kind of just like responding to patterns that we've observed.
Yeah.
And the pattern is, it's unpredictable. So you better be ready for it at all times.
Oh, makes me sad.
Oh, daily dribble.
Oh, let's see.
Daily dribble.
We need a sound effect for daily dribble.
I know, right? Don't mind me. It's just water. Okay. All right. I got a couple more things.
Yeah.
All right. On to Robin's podcast,
Yeah.
Grow with Robin Breckenridge.
Yeah.
Episode 50.
Let's do it.
Called The Moment You Leave Yourself and You Don't Even Realize It.
Okay.
I named it.
It's a lovely
I'm just going to
name.
read the show notes because I feel like it's a good description of the episode. And like, it's not an ADHD specific podcast, but Robin does have ADHD and she really does have a lot of wonderful advice. And like a lot of ADHD advice on procrastination is like tips for like how to get better at like getting yourself to do stuff.
Okay.
Robin's approach to procrastination is really about like looking at what's going on beneath the surface, what is like emotionally happening that's causing you to like fall into this pattern again. And so I just found that really helpful because like tips and tricks are just band-aids, you know?
Yeah.
You need to address the root cause of like what is driving this avoidance. So the show notes are: procrastination can feel like a bad habit or a lack of discipline, but really it's your unhealthy protector's attempt to keep you safe through self-abandonment. This is the part of you that learned to protect you by keeping you smaller, asking for less, saying less, claiming less space. My procrastination is my unhealthy protector. It tells me if you avoid this thing that's causing you stress, you're going to feel better. And although sometimes it can relieve the stress momentarily, what's actually happening is I'm building anxiety while the task continues to tap me on the shoulder again and again. The remedy for these maladaptive behaviors isn't to shame or punish. It's to become aware when the urge to self-abandon arises. Once you start to shine your light of consciousness on self-abandonment, it becomes impossible to return to the dark. And my goal with this episode is to help you flip the switch.
What's the name of the episode?
It's number 50, The Moment You Leave Yourself and You Don't Even Realize It. So I really love that approach to procrastination where it is like, it's self-abandonment, but acknowledging that it is like an inner protector. It's not like you hate yourself and you're self-sabotaging because you don't want to see yourself succeed. It truly is, because if you think about it, if you avoid the opportunity to be criticized or fail, you are keeping yourself safe, but you're also keeping yourself small. And so I think like acknowledging that in yourself instead of just trying to like push through it, really taking a look at like, you know, thanking your inner protector of like, I acknowledge you're not trying to like hurt me. You are trying to keep us safe. And thank you for that. But I no longer need that type of protection. So I just think it's like a really good approach to procrastination and like a good way of looking at it on a deeper level instead of just like trying to push through it, really looking at like what is causing this behavior beneath the surface. Because otherwise you're just going to keep repeating it over and over. So yeah, check that out wherever you listen to podcasts, because that was a good episode.
Yeah, that sounds like an episode I need to listen to and should.
I think you should.
Because I may procrastinate a little bit about a couple things here or there.
Same. And I so recognize that that's what's happening. When I think back to like moments where I did have an opportunity to do something, but I didn't because I was scared. So I like came up with reasons why like I shouldn't have to, or why I couldn't, or, you know, I just came up with all these reasons of like, actually I shouldn't do that thing, or I can't do that thing. But really it was just like a fear of the unknown and a fear of potential failure and a fear of potential criticism. And so it did keep me safe in those terms, but it also like held me back.
She has a lot of episodes on here. I didn't know she had so many.
Yep. Yeah, episode 50.
Save. I'm gonna download it.
Good.
Okay.
Look at you. All
at
right.
me.
Proud of you.
Productive.
Yeah, I think that's a helpful one.
Now I just have to listen to it. But
Yep.
Anyway,
You're halfway there.
here we go.
All right. And one more thing that kind of aligns pretty well with, actually, not pretty well. It is along the same lines of like self-sabotage.
Yeah.
So it's from a TikTok, the real Nick Coy. Maybe her name is Nicole. I don't know. But it's this woman on TikTok, and she was also talking about self-sabotage. So I wanted to like pair these together. So I'm just going to quote her directly because she said it really well. She said, right before you level up, your brain will try and sabotage you. We call it self-sabotage, but it's actually a threat response. Your brain reads visibility, success, or rejection as potential danger. So your self-sabotage deploys tactics. Wait, scroll, don't post that, start tomorrow. The mission is to keep you safe and keep you small. But you don't fight self-sabotage, you train her. First, you activate command, which is the prefrontal cortex. When you want to quit, write out one sentence. I'm about to avoid blank because I feel blank. Her example is, I'm about to avoid posting this because I feel like people will judge me. Now it's data, not emotion. Command restored. So you're kind of like removing this like emotional response from it and like looking at it objectively.
I like that.
Right?
I like that. I like objective facts.
Right? All right, step 2, cut the dopamine escape. This is a big one for me and you. No scrolling, no numbing, no sudden, I'm going to clean the kitchen counter escape. Meh. Replace it with one small action. Instead of planning the whole business, send one email, post one sentence, make one phone call, and then reward the move. Not, I should have been doing this all along, or should have done this.
Now I need to do all these other things.
Yes,
that's
I
what
need to be
tend
doing
do.
more.
That's what I do a lot with house projects. I'll finally get one thing done and I'm like, okay, now I can finally move on and do the other 50 things I need to do.
Right.
And Christopher calls me out all the time on this, that I don't stop to like celebrate what I've done and what I've accomplished.
Yeah.
Even if it's like for a second, I'm like, okay, on to the next. And then I get so overwhelmed and I don't do anything.
Yeah. And then the next time you're trying to get yourself to do something, and even if you're like, oh, I'll just do like one small thing, you know, in your brain, I'm going to now try to force myself to do more and more.
Right.
So even if you try to say, I'll just do one small thing, you know, it's actually going to be a whole big long list of things without much reward because you're like being mean to yourself.
Yeah.
So like, why would you want to do that?
I don't know.
Yeah. So I know it's hard, like, because it's so hard for us to find that motivation and get started. Like once we're started, we're like, I got to grasp onto this and like get as much out of it as I possibly can.
Right.
But then we kind of make it miserable for ourselves, you know? Whereas if you do the small task, like a little accomplishment, and you like truly stop to celebrate it, instead of like, okay, well now I got to get this done, this done, and this done.
Now this is my whole personality.
Yeah. It's about like creating that reward pathway of like giving yourself that positive reward. So you're more likely to like start a small task again in the future. All right. Step 3, controlled exposure. Don't leap, advance in inches. This is one I have a really, really hard time with. I like set myself up to feel shame about stuff. So small exposure, hold the position. Let your body learn that nothing bad happened. As AuDHDers, we are very all or nothing. So when we make moves and changes, they tend to be big and all at once. Starting a new business, moving to a new place, starting or ending a big relationship, starting a podcast. We make these huge, we make these huge leaps without having the nervous system regulation to handle it. So we end up in the cycle of shame and self-doubt. Like how we like started this podcast, which was very brave of us, did not have the executive functioning to follow through on many of the actual like podcast things. Yeah. Like even responding to people, we ask people to send us stuff and then we like can't respond to them because we don't have the executive functioning, and then we feel shame about it. And then we avoid it because we feel shame about it. Yeah. So I do think that happens, especially with the AuDHD, you know, where the ADHD is like, okay, let's do this big leap, and we're feeling brave in the moment. Yes.
How exciting is that?
Yes. But then you don't have the nervous system regulation to actually like feel safe taking this big leap. So then you have this like huge cycle of shame when you inevitably like can't handle this huge thing because you bit off a huge thing all at once.
Can't handle it.
You can't handle the thing. So it's all about like taking those small steps. I like how she said that, of like small exposure, hold the position, where you're teaching your body step by step that nothing bad happened, instead of trying to do all of it at once. Like, it's not just about the bravery and ability to take this big step. It's truly about like reminding your nervous system, teaching your nervous system that this new level of exposure feels safe. Kind of like how, okay, we're saying that we did bite off too much with the podcast, but I think something good that we did is, instead of trying to do video and audio all at once, which would have been way too scary and overwhelming, I don't think we would have done it ever.
No.
We started with audio,
Yep.
got comfortable on mic,
Yeah.
and then we added video, which also felt scary, but not nearly as scary if we had done both of it.
Yeah,
And I think we would have had
Absolutely.
so much, like,
I remember when
shame
we
about
started audio, you were so afraid to listen to like the final thing once you posted it.
yes. Yeah. I like felt sick about it.
Yeah.
I would just replay it over in my head.
Yeah. And I'm like, listen to this.
Yeah. No, I'm just like thinking about every little tiny detail.
Yeah. But now that we're on video, I'm like, I'm not watching them. I can't.
See, I have to watch them.
You have to watch them.
Even
No,
then,
I got to start watching them.
even like a few months ago, I, felt sick about having to do that. And now I'm like, wow, okay, I don't care. Like,
Run.
because nothing bad happened,
Yeah.
And
Not yet.
Not
No.
yet. And it better not ever happen. Don't ever talk about my appearance or Kristen's. Pretend that you can't see us.
Yes.
Yes.
You can only hear us.
Yes.
But you're looking at us.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like doing it all at once would have been way too much.
Mhm.
But I think doing like starting the video especially felt very scary, and we avoided it for a long time.
Yeah.
But we gave our nervous systems time to get used to the thought of just like putting ourselves out there in audio form, getting comfortable with that, and then adding that next step of video. So I do think that's really, really helpful advice for ADHDers who we take a huge leap and then we're like, that was a mistake. We feel sick about it. We avoid it out of shame. And then we don't want to take like steps towards this thing anymore because we've already like created the shame cycle kind of right off the bat. We like set ourselves up for failure, or we try to do way too much.
Mm-hmm.
She said, it's not that we can't do big things. It's that we have to take them slowly, step by step, to allow our bodies and brains to catch up and readjust to each change. All right. Step, I don't know, 4, 5. Remove friendly.
6.
6?
No, I don't
No.
know. I was just
2, 3, 4. All right. 4 or 5. I don't know. You guys, remove friendly fire. No self-attack. And this is to you especially because you always say no to yourself before anyone else can. Don't do that. Instead of saying, I always ruin everything, say, my nervous system is protecting me. Calm voice, slow breath, threat level drops. And that kind of comes back to Robin's episode, where it's not, I self-sabotage because I ruin everything for myself and I hate myself and why do I do this to myself? It is your nervous system trying to protect you. We didn't develop as a species by taking these big creative leaps and like, going out and trying to find this new thing.
Mhm.
It's about pattern recognition, predictability, and staying safe. We're like hardwired to keep ourselves safe first and foremost. Making huge life changes, taking new leaps, going into like unknowns is good for us in terms of like life and success and getting the things we want. It's not good in terms of like a species survival,
Right,
It's
right.
like
Your body
ducks,
wants you
ducks
to
shouldn't
do
be trying new
Right.
things. Ducks should
Right.
be doing what ducks do.
right. They should be near the pond. They're not going to the desert, you
Yes.
know?
Yeah, even though they might have a fun adventure in the desert, their nervous
Right.
system's like, no, stay by the pond because
They
that's where
might-
we know you're safe.
Right.
Yeah.
They might become an entrepreneur in the desert.
Right? They might start a new leather business.
Yeah.
Get into teal. Yeah. But our nervous
Leather
systems,
ducks.
yeah, coming this fall. Leather daddy ducks.
Whoa.
But our nervous systems are really just like, they're so primitive, and I think we forget that. They haven't caught up with us. They're not, our nervous systems aren't like, yeah, great, take this new leap and like
Yeah.
start a business. It's
they
like,
don't know what AI
no,
is.
yeah, it's like, no, scary, stay safe,
Mhm.
stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Truly, like, don't go chasing waterfalls. So we have
Unless you are a duck, then you belong at the
yeah,
waterfalls.
you probably should be at the waterfall,
And-
at the bottom of it, not at the top,
Not at the top. That's fair.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, stay at the bottom of the waterfall
Yeah.
if you're a duck. But yeah. Yep, really helpful. But yeah, I think understanding this about yourself is like so helpful to know why you feel like you can't make these new changes and do these new things. And like if you think back, especially if you have ADHD, think back to your patterns of when you have tried stuff. Did you maybe bite off too much all at once and try to just be bold because you saw someone else do it and you're like, I could do that. And you can do that, but you tried to like kind of take the sleep all at once and like, you know, speed run it, which we tend to do because I just want to have it now. I want to do it now. And then you inevitably felt shame when you couldn't do it and your nervous system was like freaking out about it because it's totally out of your comfort zone. And then you're like, well, this is why I don't try things because I fail at it. And then you're like stuck in that pattern. Understanding one little step at a time, wait.
Funny that we're
settle,
talking
feel
about
safe.
this as our warm-up question was like, what's something you're really bad
You're
at all
right.
the time, you know?
Oh my God. It all came full circle and we didn't even plan
Didn't even
that.
try that.
Right?
Sometimes you are bad at things, but most times, gotta give yourself some credit.
Yeah. And it's also okay to be bad at things or mediocre at things. I have so much respect for people who are like average at things and just like keep doing it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I think we
could
need to
never.
stop like thinking that not everybody's gonna go to D1 baseball.
Yeah.
Not your kid is not gonna be going to the NFL. It's okay for them to like sports and be mediocre and not have to like be the best.
Yes. Like just play to play. It's
Play
a
to
game.
play.
It's supposed to be fun first and
Yes.
foremost.
That's like when my brother talks about baseball and stuff, I'm like, are they having fun?
Yes.
This
I
sounds
know.
awful.
I know.
God, the baseball schedules and everything. This is off topic.
Tell me
but,
about
like,
it.
He sent me baseball schedule for one kid. I go, oh, looks like your busy summer for the 3 kids. He goes, this is one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, holy shit, this is a full-time job.
Yeah.
Who's driving them here?
Yes. Well, the 3 boys I nanny for, all 3 of them play baseball.
It's
like
crazy.
they couldn't do it without me.
And it's like, it goes all through the summer.
Mhm. 'Cause now they have
one of the
all-stars.
one of the surgeons just canceled his vacation to he's from Canada. He's like, we're not going back because we have baseball. I go,
That sucks, dude.
sounds like your kids are missing baseball. He's like, no, we can't miss baseball. It's like, I feel
Yes,
like
you
it's a cult.
can.
You can
It
miss baseball.
is.
It's baseball. It's
The culture is so crazy.
It's crazy.
Well, Ross, the 13-year-old, he said that some people, including a grown adult man, just got thrown out of his game the other week because they were yelling at the
oh
ump.
my God.
Like, that's crazy. What is happening?
One, my surgeon was on the phone talking to me about a patient at one of his kids' games and got yelled at by the ump for being on his phone while watching his kid. He's like, I have to call you back. Something's happened.
Whoa.
And I was like, holy shit, like who died?
Yeah.
And then he's like, sorry, I got yelled at by the ump. And I was like, what did you do? He was like, you're not supposed to be on your phone during the game.
Aren't games
I'm
supposed
like,
to be like rowdy?
Yeah.
Kind of
I'm like,
free
this
for all
is
in the crowd? Was it
baseball.
golf?
No,
They're
it
gonna be
was
dead
baseball.
silent and then do
I
a
was
little
like,
clap?
what the frig? And then my brothers, there was a big thing a couple years ago where they stopped basketball. Maybe they shut down the whole league because a parent got mad and like attacked a ref and the police had to come. This is in
my
northern
God.
Vermont. This is not basketball capital. It's Vermont.
Yeah.
It's Vermont. You know,
yes. No
Vermont's-
one's going to the NBA
Yeah.
from Vermont.
from Vermont. No. And someone like attacked the ref and they shut down the league for the rest of the year. And then they
That's
and then people
crazy.
complained about it because they're like, it's affecting the kids. So then they had parents were not allowed to go to games or practices. They had to wait in the parking lot
Oh my
for
God.
a
They're
year.
like animals.
And then I go to see one of their basketball games, and my brother's like, listen, there are really specific rules because of that thing. Like, you can't be being rowdy. I was like, what if I just want to like cheer for my nephew? And he's like, you can say good job. He's like, you can't make fun of the other players, which I get is fair because they're
Why
children.
would you be shouting insults at the other players?
One, because they're dicks and they scratched up my nephew. And I was like,
Whoa.
yeah, some of the other kids play
Okay.
rough, okay? So then I'm like, you know what? My nephew's, he's a precious little baby angel. and I love them very much. You're going to scratch them. I will key your car. I'm
in
going
the
to find
parking
out
lot
when
after.
That's what I said. I go,
I'll beat up
Nick,
a child. I don't give a shit.
absolutely. You're going to scratch my nephew. I'm going to show your parents what they can expect. They're going to have their car's going to be needing a tow. I am going to go to their house. I'm going to kick in their door and I'm going to mess up their electricals.
Yeah.
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 I'm going to put their toaster
basement.
all the way on so they burn their next piece of toast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you like that?
I'm going to spit in
Troy.
their coffee shop or their coffee pot. But I was so mad because he's like, they're like rough. It's a rough team that they're playing. They're known for being rough. And I'm like, I can see why one of the parents attacked the ref now. Like, it makes sense now. If like this is who we're playing.
Yeah. Yeah. If things are getting
I don't know the
crazy.
specifics. Yeah. Yeah. Stop scratching each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe
Trim
like,
your nails.
Yeah. Like put a stop to like inner player violence.
We're supposed to be having fun. And I don't know. Anyway, we're off topic.
way off topic.
I think
and we're at an
that
hour.
kids,
Just like I said we would be.
kids' sports are getting out of hand, is what I
They
think.
are.
It's
They
no
are
longer
crazy.
fun. Everybody thinks that their kids like going professional. They're not.
Yep.
And I think it's crazy. And it's so expensive. There's
up in Yarmouth, so many parents put so much money into their
Yes.
kids that like if you don't, you like can't make the team.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's crazy. There's no like backyard. No one's playing duck butt in the backyard anymore.
No, God, bring back duck butt in the backyard.
Yes, bring back backyards or like, we like played
Just
lots of
messing
sports,
around.
messing around.
Yes.
And it's like, it's very much like this very competitive and everything's regimented. There's no like, kind of like your time at the fire department museum where everything was like supervised and
So
stuff.
many rules.
I feel so old saying this. I don't even have kids, but
No,
I
I
just
felt like just like a curmudgeon, but I'm the opposite of a curmudgeon because I'm like, this is too many rules
Too
for
many
a
rules.
kid's thing.
let kids get hurt a little bit.
Yes,
You know?
truly, it's like
It's too
what's
much.
it called? Where they need to be able to like explore. It's like dangerous play within like a safe-ish environment while still having the opportunity to like get a little hurt because
Yeah.
that's how you learn. If
Yes.
someone's like constantly grabbing you and watching you and making sure you don't do anything dangerous, you're not going to learn your limits.
Yeah.
You're not going to learn like how to stay safe. And then like if you are in a situation where mom isn't around and you get a chance to do something stupid, you aren't thinking I shouldn't do this because I'll get hurt. You're thinking I shouldn't do this because a parent will yell at me. Parent isn't around. I have no other reason not to do this.
Right.
And then you do it and then you get super hurt because now you're bigger and you're doing like more risky things. Like you need to be able to like test your limits, learn your body's limits, learn what's safe, learn how to be safe, learn how to take reasonable risks.
Right. Anyway, I think that kids' sports are too regimented, and I just want them to have fun. And this is why I don't have
agree
kids, because
more.
I'm sure there's a reason why I'm wrong.
No, you're
And-
right. You're 100% right.
Well,
and like nannying for these 3 boys, I go out in the yard and play baseball with them. Even just yesterday, the middle one, Drew, he was like laying around doing nothing. I was like, let's go play some baseball in the yard. He's a good player, but I was like pitching to him, pitching underhand because I didn't grow up pitching overhand. I play softball. He wasn't happy with his batting. I'm hitting so poorly. He's like getting all pissy about it. I'm like,
Whatever.
it's just me and you. I'm not going to make fun of you. No one's watching. This is a good
Yeah.
opportunity. Just like, I just want to play. This isn't a
just
practice.
fuck around a little bit, I
Yeah.
guess you can't say that to a child, but like,
You could say mess around.
yeah.
And then he's like mad about his hitting. And then he wants me to throw overhand. I'm like, okay, but I'm worried I might hit you. He's like, it's okay. It won't hurt that bad. I'm like, okay. I threw what I thought were very good overhand pitches. And I was like, oh, those were actually really good. No, they're not. Because he had bad hits off them. And then after a couple, he's like, I'm done with this and stormed inside. I'm like, okay, bye. Like, I
This
thought we
is
were just,
so
you're
upsetting.
11. I thought we were like playing in the
Yeah.
yard.
Yeah.
And like now you're mad because like you're immediately not having grand slams. And so you're
Yes.
gonna like go inside
right.
and not
You're not going to
you're
be
gonna watch
perfect
TV.
all the time.
Yes. I was like, no one's watching. It's just me and you. There is no
Yeah.
striking out.
There's no
there is no home runs.
need.
Like there's no base hits. There's no one here. No one's
Yes.
watching. It's just they're so critical
It's-
of each other and
but, like,
themselves where they can't
because
have
of the
fun.
environment that they're
Yes,
in, though,
yes.
isn't that because it's like this crazy environment where everything is like, I guess, well, I was never good at softball, and
No,
we
you
knew
were
that
not.
from the beginning.
Yep.
And my parents were like, maybe she'll actually have fun though, and I clearly didn't because I played in the dirt, and
Someone's got to.
yeah, who else is gonna do cartwheels in the outfield, right?
Yeah.
And make dandelion chains and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So they were like, okay, clearly not her thing,
Yes.
right? So out, she's gone.
Yep.
Like they're not gonna force me. They weren't like forcing me to go in it. And then
Just nice.
same with dance. I did dance for a while, and then one day I was like, I'm just kind of not vibing with it. And
I'm
they're like,
throwing up before every single recital.
yeah, something might be wrong.
Yes.
And so, yeah, did it take like 6 years of throwing up before dance recitals before they were like, maybe dance isn't for her?
See, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They should have called it a lot earlier.
I like the practices, but it was, I think it was the pressure of like being on the stage with the lights
It's a
and the
lot.
costume, which is so itchy, and it was very like dysregulating. Yeah, so, but they were like, okay. With trombone, they were like, listen, we paid for this.
Yeah.
So you're doing it for a year
Yep.
at least. You don't have a choice. I did it for 2. They were like, oh, we've got our money's worth. You can quit anytime. And I was like, great, good.
Great. Yep.
Yep.
I'm out.
Right. There's no like, I don't know. I just feel like it's so, like, we've spent all this time in lessons and we're going to get you private lessons and you're going to, you know,
so much
go to a
pressure.
pitching coach to learn how to pitch better. And
Yep.
I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like, I'm like, when do they have fun?
Right. It's like, what's the point of this? They're playing games all the time, but they're not
Yes.
having fun. It's like,
doesn't,
why?
none of this looks fun. This all
Yes.
looks like work.
Yes. But Lewis, the youngest one who just turned 7, I think I got to him early enough
Yeah.
where when we first started playing baseball together, you know, just be me and him. So like when I'm hitting, he's like just being very critical of my performance, critical of his performance, and kind of like very competitive with me. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude,
No
it's just
need.
me and you. We're playing. I said, we're on
No
the same
need.
team.
Yeah.
This is just us playing together. We're friends. We're on the same team.
Mhm.
It's not a competition. And I've heard him recently like telling that to his brothers when they're
Good.
getting like too competitive.
Good.
He said, we're all on the same team.
Yeah. We're
Oh,
here to have fun,
There you
guys.
go, my friend. Yeah.
Look at you. What a parent.
I know. I got to
Yeah.
that one young enough. You know,
Yeah.
the other two, I don't know. We'll see. But I got to that one young enough.
I'm proud
Also,
of you.
have you seen that TikTok? I might cut all this and just put it in a bonus.
Yeah.
Because we're way off topic.
We are super off
But
topic.
that's the podcast. Have you seen that TikTok of that kid Joseph? It's like an older TikTok. It just came up again for me. He's playing basketball. He's probably in like first grade, and it's his dad filming the whole time. You see like all the team running down here. Then you see it pan to Joseph, and the dad's like, Joseph, open your eyes. And Joseph's just going like this all around the court. Joseph, open your eyes. Joseph, the ball is that way. And he's got like this little smirk on
Some
his
kids
face.
aren't meant for
And he's just kind of wandering around with his eyes like mostly closed. And he does it like the whole game. The TikTok is just like clip after clip after clip of Joseph just like pretending to not be able to see, wandering around the other end of the court while everyone else. It's so funny. Joseph, the ball is that way. Joseph, open your eyes. I think he's like sitting down at one point.
God, this
This poor kid.
this guy. That kid and I would have gotten along a lot,
Right? You
Yeah,
and Joseph would have been
we
pals.
would have been pals.
You'd
We'd
be
have been
playing
in the-
Marco Polo
Yeah.
in the deep end of the
Yeah.
basketball court. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Like let the Josephs and Kristens live.
There
Let them
are
live.
there are some kids who are meant to play sports and they thrive at it, and that is their thing. They're highly competitive,
Yep.
and some kids just let them be little silly gooses. Okay,
Right.
there are
Especially
the
at younger
competitives.
ages.
There
Like,
are
let 'em-
silly gooses.
let them have fun.
Let them have fun.
Let those geese fly.
There should be a separate league for the silly gooses that are just
like the Savannah Bananas.
okay. Business idea.
Business idea. Savannah
Biz-
Banana-esque kids leagues.
Yes,
For
kids
silly
league
geese.
for silly geese. There's
I love this idea.
Are there practices? No, there's no practices, only games. You go to the game, no one knows what they're doing, and it doesn't matter because they're there to have fun. And then if
Maybe
you want
practices, maybe there should be some practices, but they're more like like getting to know each other. Like it's all about
like
like
a
the
team.
camaraderie.
Yeah, because that's
Or-
really what the
Yeah, you can learn like enough skills to like be able to play the
Yeah.
game.
few practices. None of this
Yes.
like we're practicing every day for a week.
Yes, you're not drilling.
No drills.
You're learning the basics so that you can play enough to
Yes.
have fun. But there's
Yes.
no drilling. You're not running sprints.
Yeah.
You're like getting to know each other, building this
I
team
think-
camaraderie.
In certain areas, there would be enough kids that are like maybe you should go down to the Silly Goose
I
League.
agree. Instead of like you're demoted to the B League,
Yeah.
you go to the Silly Goose
Silly
League.
Goose.
'cause
It's
more
a
fun.
lateral transfer.
Yes, because
you
it's
know?
actually more fun than
Yes.
the A team. You're
Yeah.
not being demoted.
And
you're being lateral move
you
to
can
fun
join and leave anytime.
team. If
And
you're
so-
like, actually, I feel like I could be pretty good at this and
Yeah.
want it a little more competitive, you can move up.
Maybe you're in the competitive league and you're like, I just need a break and
Yeah.
this is too
You're
much.
burnt out.
Go to the Silly Goose. You're probably going to do really well there.
True. Yeah.
You're going to be the best guy on the team, a little confidence booster. And then if you're like, I want to be more serious about this, go on back.
Yeah. But if
You
you are
know?
really good in the Silly Goose League, you got to keep it fun. You got to be very supportive and
Yes.
encouraging to others. It
Yeah.
can't be like, I'm going to go to Silly Goose
Goose-
League and dominate
Yeah.
these dorks.
No domination allowed.
Yes.
That's not allowed. That's not
Yes.
how that works.
You might get kicked out.
Yeah.
So if you are going to be really good, you got to be silly about it.
Yeah.
Like maybe you're catching behind the back. You know,
Oh.
maybe you're doing tricks.
Oh.
If you're too good, move on to trick shots.
Yeah.
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 You got to be a silly goose about it.
Yes. You got to do
That's
it
the
in a
number
silly
one.
way.
Here's our business idea.
I love this.
Silly Goose League.
Legitimately. I love this idea.
I think this is great. Kids need to be having fun. They need to be doing kid stuff.
Yes.
You know, no more serious stuff.
No, and they're always going to turn it's always going to turn competitive because
Yeah.
people are always going to want to be competitive.
Mhm.
So I say keep a competitive league because I
Yes.
do think there's an outlet for
I
that.
think there is. And
Kids want some kids want to do that. You know, it's not
some
just
kids
the parents.
are competitive.
Yeah, it's not just the parents forcing them. Some kids are very competitive,
Mhm.
and there are some kids can really benefit from having the opportunity to go pro with sports or play
Right.
in college, and
Or
it can like
having
get them
that
out of a tough
structure.
situation.
Yeah,
or
the
give them
structure is
structure.
really nice. Some kids
Yes.
really need it. It's nice. But some
Not
kids,
everyone wants it.
Not everybody wants it.
Think of Joseph. Think Joseph would thrive in the Silly Goose League.
Joseph.
Think of Joseph and
Yes.
Kristen
That's
making
where
daisy chains.
Daisy chains. We're just
Yes.
hanging out in the outfield. I love the grass. We're just sitting in it.
Yeah, it's
No
kind
one's
of
hitting a ball out here.
yes. It's kind of like an adult kickball league, where you're just
Yeah.
there for the drinking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
the kickball's
There's
just
no
like
need.
a
Although
something
I
you have to
even
do.
think like rec sports have gotten too competitive.
Yes, yes.
It's crazy.
yes.
I'm not joining a rec league because I would be that person to get too. Now I'm like old and bitter and I get too competitive.
See, I get very competitive.
Yes.
and I have to rein myself in.
Mhm.
But I also like maybe that's what I've been raised to be like.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe
I
you
just
should
like
be more
having
of a
fun.
silly goose
Yeah.
in pickleball. No need to be competitive.
You're right. Although, I just want to be really good at it is my problem. But you're right. But it's because everyone else is really good at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have to
Just be a
prove
silly
myself.
goose.
But I do
You
want
don't
be
need
a
to
silly
prove
goose.
yourself.
It's called
Fuck 'em.
pickleball.
It's pickleball. You play with like a
Silly
paddle and a
name, you're
wiffle ball.
dinking.
Yes,
Yes.
it's crazy. There's no need to spend so much money on a racket. I'm baffled by the pickleballers.
They're pretty crazy. Well, you know about the time when I was playing travel soccer in like middle school and we were playing a tournament and we won this really tough game against a really tough team. It was 1-0 us. I scored the only goal. I was so proud of myself. Brittany Ridge threw a fit after the game, shouting at all of us saying we played so poorly and we didn't deserve to win. I'm like, fuck you. I'm the reason we won and you're saying we didn't deserve it?
Also,
I think you're just jealous,
relax.
frankly. Truly relax. We were like 12. Like, let's
kids
calm
sports are crazy.
down.
You're 12.
Yes.
Go in the grass.
And we won.
Yeah.
We won the game.
Oh my God.
I've been mad about that since it
You
happened.
should be
I'm
mad. You should still
mad.
keep that level of madness and harness it and put it into the Silly Goose League.
Because it felt like, okay, well, I felt like I actually worked pretty hard to get that goal, and now you're like, we didn't deserve it.
Yeah. She's
Like,
probably
well,
jealous that she didn't get the goal.
I felt like I did deserve it. She was
Yeah.
jealous. She eventually surpassed me because she had a better work ethic than I did, but I
Yeah.
was naturally very
she
good.
belongs in the competitive league. Just
Yes.
let her be competitive.
I'm a silly goose at
You're
heart.
a silly
who just
goose
happens
at
to be
heart.
athletic.
Yes.
Yes.
You're going to be doing trick shots.
I would love to do trick
I am
shots.
taking a nap in the outfield.
You're right. And I'm
Yes.
doing trick shots on the infield.
Yes.
And
there
like,
you go.
what's better than that? That's harmony, baby.
Yeah.
I think we got an idea here.
I like this
Like,
idea
I honestly
a
think
lot.
parents would be down for it.
I think parents would be down for it.
Because how
I
many
don't-
kids just like don't play sports because they know that they
It's
can't
too
compete
competitive.
and they
Yeah.
they don't
let them
wanna
get
feel bad.
outside? Yeah, there's no
Yes.
need, and it could be
spin around on second base. We don't care.
Yes, It doesn't
You're
matter.
at the Silly Goose League. You can
don't
be
have to pay attention.
silly.
And how
No.
silly is that going to be to watch?
Right?
No one's
It's gonna
doing
be
anything.
So funny.
It's gonna be really fun.
Yeah. And we'll make the ball like one of those, hard on the inside, soft on the outside. So like if you
Okay.
do get a bonk, you're okay.
Everybody's wearing helmets.
Yes. Regardless of the sport, everyone's in helmets.
And mouth guards.
Yeah.
No broken teeth. Dentistry is expensive.
Yep.
So part of the Silly Goose League is safety first.
Yep.
And you gotta have the right attitude.
I
and
agree.
you can get kicked out for having the wrong attitude.
Yes. Yeah.
We take that seriously.
Yes,
It's
and
the only thing we take seriously.
True. Yeah. And you can be good, but you can't be braggy and mean about it.
Mhm.
And you got to start doing tricks instead of like pitching, 90-mile-an-hour fastballs.
No,
You
that's
got to
silly.
be doing like over the head
Yeah.
lobs and under the leg
And then if you're trying
lobs
to
and, like,
hit it, try to bat it down.
yeah, or maybe you have
Yeah.
to use your opposite hand.
Oh,
like if you're a
yeah.
lefty, you got to bat righty.
Yeah,
That's
that.
fun. Yeah,
That is fun.
Sometimes I do that.
I like that.
Yeah.
My nephew's a lefty, and sometimes he does that for fun.
Hell
Like,
yeah. That's what's fun about being a lefty in softball is you
Yeah.
get to switch gloves with someone, which Haley
Ooh.
and I would always do. And then you both like try to throw with your wrong hand, which is really fun.
In lacrosse, they just told you to be good at both hands.
Oh,
That's what I tell my students too. I had to teach a class on knot tying. I kind of missed it, but it was it's a different story. But be good at both.
And field hockey you can't play if you're left-handed. So
That's true.
discrimination. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think this is a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we kind of at the end of this episode came up with that.
Yeah.
We'll see what I
It's a good spontaneous
do with
business.
that. I know I was going to put that in a bonus, but like I want this idea to be out in the world because it's so good.
I'll put it in a bonus episode and then put it out in the world.
You're right.
But put it on a TikTok.
You're right. I'm going to put it on TikTok.
That is a good
'Cause
TikTok.
I think people would be
Silly Goose
open
League
to it.
coming to your community. Maybe.
Maybe. Let's get this thing going. If
I
the
think
Savannah
we gotta find
Bananas can
a-
do it, why not us?
Yeah. How come we can't have a Silly Goose League? Think of all
Right?
the band
Fun
kids.
costumes.
Oh yeah. We have to have cool mascots.
Yes.
Like the Silly Gooses.
Other
Kinda like,
things.
yeah.
Maybe stay on bird theme.
Birds.
Which we
yeah,
tend to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seagulls are silly.
You could do the jumping spiders. That's not a bird, but
Ooh, it is a spider.
how cool would that T-shirt be, though?
That would be pretty sick.
That would be really cool.
Because out of all the spiders, they are the silliest.
Mhm. The parsnips.
Yeah. Parsnips are silly as hell.
Yeah, that's the team I want to.
That's a silly vegetable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, we can keep it very open, very free form. You can everyone comes together and decides on a team name, and that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
Maybe lots of chanting. That's what I like about softball and is really missing in baseball.
Yeah,
The boys don't chant.
because boys are nuts.
Say it.
Boys are dumb.
Boys are dumb.
and they can't.
They're too
They're
serious.
too serious.
They take themselves too seriously.
Too seriously, and there's no sense of community with boys.
Yep.
Everybody's out for themselves. That's why they like golf and baseball so much, because there's no
True.
team. It's just you going out and doing it.
It's very individualist.
Yes.
Yes.
Ugh.
That was like the best part of softball for me anyway, is all the chanting and
I like
cheering.
the
We have
chanting.
so
Yeah,
many
it's so
songs.
fun. Yeah.
I know.
I felt like I liked sports, and I really like the team aspect of it though. Like all the sports, like that's the thing I mean, one of the things I didn't really like about softball, among other things, is one, is boring as fuck, but two, there's this huge team aspect with like field hockey and lacrosse and soccer. I'm sure was that way too. Like you
Yes.
have to work together as a team, and if you don't work together as a team, you're gonna suck. Like there are certain people who are better than others, sure,
Mm.
but even the best person on the team can't bring, if you're not working together, you're still going to be a bad team.
Yeah.
You know?
For softball, there is still a team component, but when you're up to bat, it's like all on you,
Yeah.
which is very
I
stressful.
didn't like that.
I didn't like that either.
I
And
thought
it
that was super stressful.
Scary. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we're going to try to kind of make this happen. Speaking of biting off more than we can chew and setting ourselves up for failure,
Yeah.
maybe this time it'll work. I'll start step by step.
Step by step.
Step one,
We're just going to put it out.
find a goose. Go from there.
Okay.
Let
okay.
our nervous systems
Okay.
acclimate
Yeah.
to the acquisition of said goose.
One goose.
Yep.
I heard
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
I was going to say geese are kind of mean.
Oh yeah, they are. Which is
Like-
why we need time to acclimate.
Okay.
That's what the time is.
You know
for.
who's a really good goose whisperer? Christopher.
Of course he is.
I know. But he is actually he understands gooseisms.
Great. We got a goose guy.
Now we got a goose guy.
We're
We
in
just need a
business.
goose.
Yeah, we just need to find the goose. Go down to our local pond.
Probably about 50 parents with a bunch of kids. We should just show up to band camp and see.
Yeah, we could do some recruiting. go to maybe some games and notice the one kid that's kind of lagging.
like a
and be
Magic the Gathering
"Hey, son."
kind of situation. Yeah. Give everybody, every admission comes with a free bar of deodorant.
Oh my God, perfect.
Yes.
We'll get them in the door and
Yeah.
then they'll have a blast. And
Yeah.
then, then we're just having
Yeah.
fun. And we're just
The goal is
new
fun.
boot goofing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this idea.
I do too.
I don't
I'm
even
really glad
like
we came
kids,
up with
but I
it.
like this idea.
I like kids and I like a silly kid. I don't like a kid who's too serious.
I like a silly kid.
Don't be
want
don't be
them
so
at a
silly that you're
distance.
being annoying.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, I did meet a silly kid the other day. Yeah. She gave me
Good silly?
good silly, yeah. She
Great.
told me all about her mango allergy.
Oh, that
And she
sucks.
gave me a bunch of stickers, bluey stickers.
Oh,
And
Claire's in a big bluey phase.
yeah,
Loves
she
bluey.
was like, "Here you go. Here's your sticker." And I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you."
What
I
an
felt like I was
honor.
like, "Yeah, what an honor." And then she like shouted at me, "I'm really allergic to mangoes." And I was like, "Ugh."
Good to know.
It was a little overwhelming, but we got through
That
it,
should
and
be-
I actually like her.
I think she'd be good on the Silly Goose team.
She would be good.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, let's get out of here. Thanks for listening.
Yes.
I hope this was helpful as
Yeah.
well as funny and silly. And yeah, I guess that's it. That's my Silly Goose.
That is a good silly goose. Is that a silly goose?
I don't know.
I don't know. That
pretty
is
good.
a goose that's driving.
Yes.
And
Yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah.
a little bit of road
I was gonna do
rage.
like
yeah.
an awooga, but I
Yeah.
realized that wasn't goose, that was car. But
Yeah.
awooga. That's a Silly Goose driving an old timey car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Making the horn noise himself.
His
Very
horn's
specific.
broken, but he's not.
He can do it.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Bye.